Hi, it's Lynn from LynnieCDesigns. Thank you for joining me today. I'm coming on to recreate this card. It's one of the ones that we've just made in my card class this week, and it is very simple. It is using Happiness Abounds stamp set and some of the Hues of Happiness designer series paper, a very small bit, and it's very simple to make, so this should be a quick video. Bit of fussy cutting, a little bit of stamping, and some bit of bling. There's a little bit of extra bling because during the course of the classes, I had 3 this week, managed to get a couple of spots on, so it's just an excuse to add some more bling or embellish. So let me show you what I've used. I've got half a sheet of A4 scored in the middle, and this is thick basic white, so this is 10.5 centimeters by 29.7 I think it is, and scored in the center. I've got a strip of the pretty DSP, and I've picked out a flower and some leaves that I'm gonna fussy cut in a moment. And then I've got some basic white, and this just needs trimming down. This is 10 centimeters by just over 7.5 centimeters. And I'm going to cut it down to 4.5 centimeters. I'm just going to, doesn't really matter how you cut it down. I just want 2 pieces. So I'm going to line that up with my trimmer, make sure it's straight. So you've got 2 pieces like that. And this bit is this bit of DSP is actually 2 inches, which is just over 5 centimeters. So you can kind of, I wanted mine down here. Might need a little trim off there. Same size, so we're basically going to do that. Now you could use another piece of card to stick this on, but this is so simple that I'm just going to stick it straight to the card base. And let's just fold that and reinforce that score line. I'm going to stick that straight down on there. The Tombow. Hopefully I've picked up one that has got some ink in it this week. I hope you've all had a wonderful week. It has been nice and sunny here, which does make a difference. Now I want to do a little bit of stamping on here. And this card, this one I made, did I show you the inside? This one I made a birthday card. So this is lovely, wishing you all the happiness you can imagine. Happy birthday. But I'm going to make this one a congratulations card. So using some Memento ink, just going to stick that, try and do that straight. That's not bad. Now there's a little bit of a blob there, so we've got some embellishment already. And I'm going to add some dimensionals to that panel and pop it straight up. Now you do have to remember to do the stamping before you pop it up on dimensionals. Otherwise it's a bit tricky. Could be a bit tricky unless you're very confident with your stamping. I wish I had a flower and leaves that I'd already fussy cut, but I'm going to do it on camera. I have been fussy cutting, but the one I've got isn't quite the right colour that I want. Oh, and I stamped that and watercoloured that. Practicing my watercolour. We did some in team training last Saturday. It's just not, I'm out of my comfort zone. So that on there. Let's see, did I get that straight? Yes, I did. Made sure those are off, so there you go. So, there we go. So pretty, and it's just a very clever way and design. What did I do with my scissors? See, everything's not where it should be. Pretty sure I'd looked those out. Chaos Reigns, there we are, I did. So Chaos Reigns, let me just quickly. In fact, we've got a die that would probably cut that flower out, but such a simple design. Won't take long to fussy cut. Talk amongst yourselves. I find it really hard to concentrate and talk, but it's been a busy week here at LynnieC headquarters. I have launched my website. It's a work in progress, so there will be a link in the description box below. If you're watching this, I would love it if you could pop over and have a look and then give me some feedback. I'm always up for feedback. Let's quickly cut these out. Go back in and trim off a little bit more of that. Yes, so I've had some amazing help from a lovely demonstrator called Louise, who is a Tech for Stampers. If you hadn't heard from her, she's a demo, but she's a whiz on the computer, and so she offers support for those of us that are digitally challenged. Is that a phrase? That's how I would class myself. I like having a go, but I don't really understand how it all works. And so I'm hoping to just move things along. You know, I've been on the Blogger platform, which has been great for a number of years, but I thought I would up my game and push myself out of my comfort zone and learn some new skills. Trouble is, I don't want to take up too much of my crafting time, so I'm sure those of you that have that you will understand what I'm saying. If I've got spare time, I want to be crafting. I don't want to be computering. I'm making up my own language now. So we shall give that a little bit of a crease. Give it some movement there. It just makes that flower a little bit more 3D looking. I'm going to pop a dimensional in the middle. Where shall we have it? We'll have it that way round. And then I'm just going to pop one little bit of glue under there. Stick that there, and it's stuck to the flower then. Same with this one. This one can go down there. Fabulous. And then actually on the inside this time, I've got another little flower. I don't want to get on the grid sheet, so let's pull that in. Just come off the edge there. I think it finishes it off a little bit nicer. And then I'm going to put that sentiment on the inside, wishing you all the happiness you can imagine. And I've got my Melon Mambo watercolour pencil. I'm just going to add a quick bit of colour. Just pressing very lightly. To give it some colour. And I'm going to come in and just go a little bit heavier where I want it in the centre. Well, I think there should be shadow. Whether there is or not is another matter. Tell me if I'm doing it wrong, because this is not my forte really. And then I'm going to come in with my Wink of Stella. Make sure it is clean. And I'm just going to use that like a blender pen to even out those pencil marks and blend out those hard edges. My class this morning, we were kind of talking how it's, as avid crafters, sometimes it's really hard to do a simple card, and I think this, anybody could do this with a bit of patterned, pretty patterned paper. There we go, done. And actually what I would probably do is cut another flower or stamp something for the envelope, like not having a naked envelope. And then I'm bringing in these beautiful glossy dots, and I'm going to use Melon Mambo. I think that works quite well. I'll pop that on there because that was a little blooper there. And there we have it. Thank you so much. Super quick, super easy. Which do you like? Do you have a preference? I think I love them both. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and see you next Sunday. Bye for now.